Hi, my name is Eva Schubert and I'm a songwriter from Vancouver. I sometimes describe myself as an accidental musician because music wasn't something that I grew up doing. Of course, we listened to all kinds of music and there was an upright piano in the house. My brother got piano lessons, but my formal training in music was very, very minimal. I was in love with a different kind of music, actually. It was the music of words, of language. And so I was into poetry from my early teens and have been reading and writing it forever, for years since then. It wasn't until a few years ago when I read a biography of Leonard Cohen that a light went on for me. Because Leonard Cohen was someone who tried to do the sensible thing with his life and go into law school, but he was really a poet. And it wasn't until his early 30s when he made the shift from writing poetry to writing songs. And when I read this book, it sounded so much like me. It was something that I could relate to. But even a year after reading that book, I still thought, language and poetry I can do, but music is something that I'll need someone else to help me with if I want to make songs. So there was this one morning, I was stirring a pot of oatmeal and I was thinking about these lyrics I had just written. And again, I thought someday someone else will come and maybe set these words to music. But I was thinking about these lyrics, stirring the oatmeal, and suddenly I could hear the melody for these words in my head. And of course I panicked, thinking I need to find a way to record this, otherwise it's going to disappear on me. And I did. And from that day on, it was like a switch had been turned on in my brain. And every time I would be writing lyrics, I would very quickly begin to hear a melody for them. So I began to produce songs at a ridiculous rate, by the dozens. And out of that came my first album, Songs for a Ladies' Man, which is really a collection of classic sounding jazz, but it's all original music. And I'm now working on a second album called Borderless Sky, which has a mix of jazz and also some blues and some folk influences in it as well. I am fond of music that changes your mood, perhaps that puts a smile on your face, and at its best, sneaks into your heart and stays there for years. I hope you enjoy the music that I've written.